Hey everybody, it's another Sunday afternoon beer review, Keith's Beer Reviews. We finally got the county parks opened up, so I came out here to one of my favorite, one of the most quiet parks there is. One other vehicle in the park, and he's clear off on the other side, so it's not too bad. I apologize. I did a review last Sunday, and it's still not even edited, let alone uploaded. Hopefully maybe I can get that one up today, and no telling when I'll get this one done. But anyway, yeah, it's a pretty nice day. It's in the 50s, kind of breezy, but really sunny and nice, and the sun itself is warm if you're in the sun and stay out of the breeze. But anyway, I'm going to do one. It's from Stone. I've never had before. Their 2014 release of their Russian Imperial Stout. From a little bit from the website, it says Stone Imperial Russian Stout is so thick, rich, and well sinful, you might worry that you'll be doomed to the fiery pits just for thinking about a sip. Rest assured, however, that even though this seemingly pernicious brew is indeed black as sin, we guarantee that no actual sin was committed in making it. You'll have to add that on your own. This massive and intensely aromatic beer abounds with notes of anise, black currants, coffee, and roastiness, and its heavy palate is nothing to be trifled with. I got a little more from the bottle that I'll put up, but I'm not going to read. It says serve at 55 degrees, 10.6% ABV and 60 IBUs. Let's get this. Not very organized here, so hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. Stupid me. I left my opener in my truck. But let's get this poured out and see what we got. Kind of a nice day, I guess, for an Imperial Stout. It's, like I said, kind of coolish, fairly breezy. I know it feels a lot cooler than it actually is. 22-ounce bomber and 10.6% ABV. I'm going to drink about that much, and that'll be it. Yeah, that's dark. We got a dark, nice chocolate brown head, probably a finger. Looks like it might dissipate fairly quickly. Can't tell if it's going to be might leave a little bit of lace. That is dark brown. That's black. That is there. I don't even see a bit of light around the edges on this glass. Nice thick beer. I heard it glug, so it's a heavy beer. It's motor oil, that's for sure. So let's get a nose on it. Okay, yeah, it's really roasty. You get lots of like espresso type coffee. Some nice big dark chocolate notes. A faint nuttiness there. A little brown sugar. Smells very sweet. In the background, there's some maybe some caramel and some milk chocolate. Maybe a little molasses, a little breadiness, a little cereal. You're getting some hints of those dark fruits that they mention, but not a lot. I'm not really getting the anise / licorice that they talked about. But a lot of coffee and a lot of chocolate and pretty roasty, nice smelling stout. So let's get a taste on it. Okay, that's sweet chocolate. It's not that dark chocolate. That's sweet chocolate right up front. Some really nice creamy coffee. Mid palate, must be the hops. Some of that 60 IBUs. There's kind of a really nice earthy note right in the middle there. There's some fruity citrus notes in there just before the chocolate really kicks in. The finish is kind of a bittersweet roastiness, but it's leaning more towards the sweet side, that's for sure. The flavors are strong. You're getting a little bit of that alcohol, but not very much. It's definitely full bodied. It coats your mouth. This is chewy. You get just a slight warming feeling from the alcohol as it goes down, but other than that, you don't get it really on the taste, and it's pretty well hidden on the taste. It's just that that warmth as it goes down, that's for sure. Really, really nice tasting Imperial Stout. I've got another bottle I'm going to stick away for a year or so. Be interested, since I've never had this before, to see what it's like to age. So let me sit. I will cap this bottle up, sit and sip on this a while, and I'll come back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's been an hour or so. It's definitely a sipper. This is a thick, really thick, chewy beer. The ABV is, as it's warmed up, and I think it's close to that, 55 degrees. I had it in the fridge for an hour or so before I came out here, and got a little chill on it, but didn't get it cold. But it's probably close to that 55 degrees that they say you should drink it at. It's really opened up. There's really, well, the roastiness in particular, and coffee, and the chocolate is just really strong in this. But that being said, it's still nicely balanced. It starts to get like really sweet, like not just before it gets like cloyingly sweet. Little of that hot bitterness kicks in and kind of alleviates that a little bit, and then before it gets too bitter towards the finish, you get a little sweetness, kind of a bittersweet finish, really, on it. It's a good example of the style. Not sure it's going to be one of my favorites. I'll have to see what it's like after some aging. But it's worth getting anyway if you see it. I haven't had any of the variation. Like I said, this is the first one I had of these. Haven't had any of the variations on it. I understand there's a vanilla. I'm not getting that anise slash licorice that they said it has. I mean, I am getting the dark fruits a little bit more now that it's warmed up. There might be a little plum in there, a little raisin, but it's primarily coffee and the espresso. The kind of slightly bitter, but really strong dark coffee, and chocolate. It's primarily it. There are some others, like I said, there's some brown sugar in there, maybe a little molasses, maybe just a little of that sweet milk chocolate, but not a lot. Yeah, you get a little breadiness and some cereal notes, I think, from some of the malts, but primarily it's the coffee and the chocolate. It's a darn solid beer. Like I said, worth getting, worth trying, that's for sure. I'm going to give the Stone Russian Imperial Stout, at least fairly fresh like this. I'm not sure. This was bottled on February 21st. So it's a little over 2 months old, 2.5 months old. So it needs a little more aging, I think, but in this incarnation, 2.5 months old, I'm going to give the Stone Imperial Russian Stout, I'm still going to give it a good solid 9.5 out of 10. Decent drinkable beer. I think it might be a 10 with some aging, but we'll have to see. Like I said, I've got one bottle, so until next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.